Y también, antes de que terminemos la conferencia, se va a dar el anuncio, que se los vuelvo yo a repetir, que el próximo sábado, de 8 a 10 de la mañana, hay una escuela de capacitación.
Before we finish the conference, there's going to be an announcement that next Saturday from 8 to 10 in the morning, there will be a training school. This school is operated by instructors that have a great deal of capacity to teach. For 2 hours, they will be teaching breathing techniques, relaxing techniques, nutrition, yoga, and the individuals that during the course of this training began to comprehend and to change their habits, then they will be invited to attend a school of a higher level. Our brain cannot be fed from anything else other than what we give to our physical bodies. As a result, it is necessary that the individual is totally convinced of the changes that need to be done. Right now, I have given to you information of everything that you are not supposed to eat. But if I were to tell you everything that you are not supposed to do, everybody will run away. If we invite an individual to a party and we told this individual that smoking in the party is not allowed, that drugs are not to be present, nor alcohol, he's going to wonder what kind of party he is being invited to. He believes that in order to be invited to a party, we should vulgarize ourselves. The individuals have to understand that one can experience recreational activities without the need of lowering oneself nor vulgarizing the body. This whole workshop was recorded and it will be available to you, so before you leave, you can provide your name and telephone number so this material can be sent to you. I am a person who suffers from allergies and I have a hard time breathing. For your problem, I recommend that you follow the diet religiously with a modification that instead of fasting every 2 days, you are going to alternate by eating one day and fasting the next day. So one day you eat and the next you fast. After 45 days of doing this, then for a whole week, one day eat only papaya and the next day you eat only apples until you complete a total of 7 days. After doing this for 7 days or the 8th day, you eat only raw food. On the 9th day, you can eat cooked food, but without eating any dairy products. And then the 10th day, you can eat dairy products and everything else. This means that in 55 days, you should be able to notice an enormous change regarding your allergies. You shall see that the mucus is going to change, the skin is going to change, and the breakouts of the skin and everything else, because the body is going to be detoxified. I am a person who has suffered from constipation since I was born. Up to the present time, if I do not take laxatives, I cannot eliminate. In addition, I have problems with hemorrhoids and it's very painful for me to eliminate.
La dieta va a ayudar muchísimo. La recomendación, e insisto mucho, en que si con la dieta que di no se obra las 3 veces, entonces tomar...
The diet is going to help you very much. I insist, it is my recommendation that if with this diet you cannot eliminate 3 times per day, then at night you need to take 1 or 2 aloe vera capsules or half a cup of aloe vera. I believe that the majority of people have good results with this diet. Under the current conditions that you are experiencing, I will recommend to you that for a whole week, every single day in the morning, you take 2 glasses of the tea I have previously mentioned here. Then you drink half of the same tea, and to this third glass you are going to add 2 tablespoons of sodium bicarbonate. 20 to 30 minutes later, you are going to have the urge to go to the restroom, so do not make any plans to leave your house. Do this only for 1 week. Nevertheless, with the prunes, with the flaxseed extract, with the tamarind, and with the aloe vera, little by little, the organism will react. I also recommend that at night before going to sleep, you use a lecithin capsule that you can acquire at the health food store. So in order to prepare this, you create a small opening in this capsule using a pin. Then you lubricate the capsule with the lecithin oil. So at night before going to sleep, you insert this capsule in the rectum. This capsule is going to melt inside, and gradually it's going to decrease the swelling of the hemorrhoids. With this, not only the swelling of the hemorrhoids is going to disappear, but with the treatment, they are going to be eliminated. I do not recommend having surgery for hemorrhoids because if the constipation is not eliminated, the hemorrhoids will return. With everything I have recommended, the small intestine and the colon will begin to function correctly. A few years ago, I began losing my skin pigmentation due to vitiligo. I have been in many places, including Cuba, and the problem is still there. Teacher, can we ask all the questions now and then you can answer them at the end? During the 45 days of the diet, can one exercise or have sex? Question, teacher, there is information from a series of companies that suggest that in order to be in better health, one can substitute a meal with a shake and a tea. In other words, substitute a meal with a shake for breakfast, then have a normal meal during lunch, and then during dinner, drink another shake and also a tea. I have followed this procedure where I substituted a shake for a meal once per day, and lately I have been thinking that this interferes with the normal functioning of the stomach and the intestines. What do you recommend?
Buenas noches. Preguntarle nada más tratamiento para sinusitis. Para las anginas. Para las anginas, sí. Disculpe, ¿qué hay de cierto en la personalidad de las personas?
Do you recommend anything for sinusitis? Can the diet help the tonsils? Is there any link between the personality of the individual and constipation? Supposedly, these individuals are very stingy, so they do not even want to release their excrement. What about thyroid problems?
Después de ponerse el supositorio de sábila, no se deben de tener relaciones sexuales.
When the aloe vera suppository is used, or after the aloe vera suppository has been inserted, one cannot have sexual intercourse. Sexual intercourse should take place before. When we are doing the diet, we acquire more vitality so you can exercise. Your endurance will increase and your skin is going to clear up. When the liver is congested, your skin will show a great deal the effect of such congestion. You will notice that by using this treatment, your skin is going to change very much, because when the acidity and the toxins are eliminated from the blood, then the circulation of the blood improves significantly through the skin, and as a result, the condition of the skin improves very much. For the thyroid gland, if the person is taking thyroxine replacement, or if he is taking any other products, the individual should not stop taking them suddenly. Likewise, those individuals who are taking some type of tranquilizer medication or those who suffer from a bipolar disorder cannot stop taking the medication suddenly. When the individual begins the treatment and the organism begins to improve, then the medicine dosage can be gradually decreased and it comes to a point in which you no longer need the medicine. When the thyroid gland is abnormal in size, it is an indication that there is a long-term extreme intoxication in the intestines. If there is visible enlargement of the thyroid gland, you shall see that with this diet is going to begin to decrease. For the individual who asked the question about the tonsils, I recommend that at night before going to sleep, you cut an aloe vera piece sideways, and then after removing the thorns, you roast the viscous part of the aloe vera, and then you apply it to the nodules of the thyroid gland where the inflammation is taking place. For the individuals who suffer from tonsillitis, you apply the aloe vera to the area of the tonsils. When there is pus and inflammation in the tonsils, this is an indication of an extreme intoxication. In addition, these individuals also experience high temperature fevers. If you are taking analgesics such as Tylenol, or if you are taking antibiotics anytime that you have an infection, you are going to need a much higher dosage. When there is an inflammation in the tonsils, in addition to applying the aloe vera, you prepare half a glass of water to which you are going to add the juice from 2 lemons. Then you add 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. You add 2 teaspoons of sodium bicarbonate. You add 2 tablespoons of tequila. Then you add a pinch of cayenne pepper powder. Then you mix all of these and then gargle with this liquid mix 10 times for each mouthful, and then you spit it out. You do this for at least 3 or 4 days in addition to the diet and the application of the aloe vera. There can be an extreme inflammation in the tonsils with streptococcus or staphylococcus, and you do not need to go through surgery, and the individual should not remain in this condition because this can affect the heart. Infected tonsils serve as indicators of a compromised immune system, and when these are removed, we no longer have a warning that our immune system is compromised.
Ya lo venden molido y entre más picoso, más rápido desinfecta. Una cucharadita. Una cuchara, la punta de la cuchara. Bueno, yo quiero primero agradecerles a todos